from the Hackensack Meridian Health Stage 17, high above Madison Square Garden at the OG Podcast Network Studios in the center of the universe, New York City. It's the Rob Bartlett Radio Comedy Hour, starring Rob Bartlett and the Robbio Radio Comedy Players, with Steve Mecca and a band to be named later, and tonight's special musical guest, Carrie and the Cats. And now, here's your host, Rob Bartlett.
Everybody sing! One more time. Welcome. 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 What a crowd. What a crowd. You are already 37,000 times better than the crowd we had last week.
It's true, it's true.
Last week we bust in a group of coma people from, it was not a good time, but we're happy that you're here. We're happy that you're joining us. We're happy those of you at home on your mobile devices are watching us. And if you just downloaded it from iTunes or OG Podcast Network, you can hear just how much of a good time we're having here. Is that true?
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
It is true. It is true. We got a great show for you tonight. Carrie and the Cats are here with us. But it's time to introduce our cast. First of all, a man who needs no introduction. Formerly from Saturday Night Live, Mr. Andy Smithy. From the Upright Citizens Brigade and appearing weekly in the Magnetic Theater musical improv group Public Pool, the woman with the pelvic floor of steel, Alyssa Alter. New York theater actress, writer, producer, star of the short film The Weight of a Feather, Whitney Johnson. An award-winning comedic musical actress, musical theater veteran. Most recently, she starred in Spelling Bee. We spell her M-A-N-D-Y, the always endearingly poignant Miss Mandy Lee Pantyhose Thompson. We L-O-V her. See what I did there? Yeah, fine. And of course, our spiritual leader, the multi-talented Renaissance woman, actress, singer, zipliner, the one, zipliner, because you wouldn't normally put that in a resume, right? Stay with me! We talked about this before the show started. Don't make me come out there! The one, the only, live in 3D, Ms. Megan Simard.
If we're talking about past credits, I also was in the musical Give My Regards to Broadway when I was 12. Thank you.
And by the way, you got stellar reviews for your performance. I happen to have one of them right here. In a tour de force star turn singing America the Beautiful, Megan Simard shines like a copper penny and is brassier than a kitchen faucet, showing a command of stage and a theatrical maturity befitting a 7th or 8th grader. Wow. Look out, middle school. Here comes a spitfire of a talent to be reckoned with.
Thank you. Thank you. My homeroom teacher wrote that. Thank you.
I have not that it's about me, but I have an extensive theatrical career. I was in my kindergarten production of Oklahoma. I played the title role. It's a fat joke. Stay with me! Then we did those junior musicals. They're like Broadway musicals, but they kind of dumb them down, make them a little easier for kids. We did Les Miserables, but it was called Less Miserable. It's a little different. It's like nobody really died. They just got really sick, but then they got better. Fontaine wasn't a prostitute. She was a real estate agent. It was different. But that's ancient history. As I said before, and I think it bears repeating, Carrie and the Cats are here with us tonight. And you better have an asbestos case for your mobile device because it's going to get hot in here. This band is killer. And I know, here's how much I know they're great. I rode in on the Long Island Railroad with them. I was 2 rows behind them. And I listened to them talking about the show and how excited they were about performing. And I'll never forget, one of them went, Rob Bartlett, who the hell is he? So, it's going to be a killer show. We didn't do anything to the saxophone. And, but we couldn't really begin the program without saying hello to our musical director and resident dreamboat, Steve Mecca, and a band to be named later. And I say you are a resident dreamboat because that's what it says here in the script.
Hey, I'll take it. Mm-hmm. Rob, hold. I just got a text. The network wants to see you.
What about? We're doing a show.
I don't know. Something about a complaint from last week. Somebody thought the sketch about the royal family making shepherd's pie out of real shepherds was offensive.
You know, every week it's something else.
Yeah. I tried to tell him it was about a German shepherd dog, but it was just human shepherds. But I don't know.
Yeah, I know. It's just they would have preferred that it was real shepherds and it was, I guess. Well, I'll be right back. You guys,
We got it.
just hold the fort. I'll be back in a second.
We got it.
Oh, the doorbell. I wonder who that could be.
Hello, how are you?
Oh my God, it's Sir Paul McCartney.
Yeah, it's me.
Oh my God.
Normally people applaud when I'm introduced.
Right.
Stay with me. I'm so happy to be here. I'm a huge fan of the show.
Oh my God, I can't believe you're here. Rob just ran downstairs to get you.
Oh, well, that's a bummer, but, you know, it's not what I like about the show. You know, it's not about him. I love the pantyhose girl.
Oh, that's me.
Mandy, yeah, Mandy. I wrote a song about you, you know. Well, actually, it was Barry Manilow, but I own the song. I own every song, you see. Seriously, you sing Happy Birthday, you owe me £2.
What brings you here to New York?
Well, I'm doing a Fat Boy press junket for my new album, you see. Did James Corden last week, and this week it's the Rob Bartlett Radio Comedy Hour.
I can't believe you listened to the show.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't miss it for the world, you know. I watch it on Facebook, you see, and I download the podcast on iTunes and the OG Podcast Network. We listen to it on the bus on the way to our stadium concerts. We fast forward through all the tedious Rob stuff, get right to the sketches.
Yeah.
I follow you on Twitter, you know, at the Robbio, and your Instagram account, Rob Bartlett Radio Comedy.
I run that. That's like my thing. I take care of the Instagram, Paul, Sir Paul.
Yeah, Sir Paul.
Oh my God, I can't believe you're here. You have to wait for Rob. He'll be right back.
Whoa. Those aren't leather shoes, are they?
Yeah, they're...
Leather shoes, you have to take them off.
What?
That's animal flesh. What are you doing? You got to go vegan. Meat is murder.
Hey, wait a second.
Oh, well, is that a leather belt? Are you all barbarians? That's grossy. That's dead grossy. I have to go.
No, wait, Paul, don't go.
Oh, Rob's not going to be very happy.
Don't tell him.
All right, I got that straightened out. Let's get on with the show. Hey, what's everybody looking... What happened when I was gone?
Sir Paul McCartney was here.
What?
You just missed him.
Paul? My favorite Beatle?
He said he listens to the show.
You're messing with me.
He said he was a fan
Really?
of me.
I missed Paul McCartney?
Yeah. Good joke, right, everybody?
Yeah, like Sir Paul McCartney would actually be here. Yeah, right.
I feel better now. It's a good one. You know he's a vegan.
Oh yeah, he mentioned that.
What? I thought you said it.
No, nothing.
Well, he'd like our new sponsor then. We're welcoming a new restaurant chain as one of our new sponsors. It's an all-natural, farm-to-table, artisanal vegan food. an exciting new restaurant concept, a new chain called Brownings.
Hi, welcome to Brownings' original, all-natural, farm-to-table, artisanal toast restaurant.
My wife and I saw the sign and were so intrigued.
It's our anniversary. We wanted to do something special. I heard a lot about this place.
Well, do you like toast?
Sure.
Well, you came to the right place.
Wait a minute. You only serve toast?
Hungry for something different for dinner? How about some good old home-style comfort food? Try Brownings' original all-natural farm-to-table artisanal toast restaurant. It's the only restaurant of its kind anywhere. If you love good toast, and who doesn't, you'll love Brownings' original all-natural farm-to-table artisanal toast restaurant.
Why? Everybody loves toast.
Brownings' original all-natural farm-to-table artisanal toast restaurant is all toast, all the time.
Just like Mom used to make. I haven't had toast like this in years because she's dead. I guess you could say she's toast. She's probably happier.
If it's Brownings' original all-natural farm-to-table artisanal toast restaurant, you know it's real toasty toast for all your toasted bread needs. When it comes to finding the experts in heating bread until it's crisp, it's Brownings.
Oi, I'm in toast heaven. Golden brown is beautiful, baby.
Can you just do that one more time, please?
Oi, I said I'm in toast heaven. Golden brown is beautiful, baby.
It's remarkably lifelike. At Brownings' original all-natural farm-to-table artisanal toast restaurant, we use only the finest flour, ground daily from freshly harvested organic wheat, direct from the field, combined with the freshest artisanal Derbyshire wild yeast to make our bread. At Brownings' original all-natural farm-to-table artisanal toast restaurant, each slice is made to order and individually toasted to perfection. It may take a little while, for the dough to rise and then bake, cool and slice afterwards, and then, of course, toast. But after one warm, comforting, crunchy bite, you'll know it's worth the 4-hour wait.
So, what'll it be?
I don't know. It all looks so good.
Do you have cinnamon toast?
Nope.
Okay. French toast?
Sorry.
Seriously? How about shrimp toast?
I'm afraid we don't.
You're kidding me.
Do you have that avocado toast? Toast and jam?
No.
You don't have simple toast and jam?
Oh, we have the toast. We just don't carry jam.
Unbelievable. Let me ask you something. Who do you think is going to come to a restaurant where all they sell is toast?
It's not just toast. It's original farm-to-table artisanal toast.
Okay. I'm gonna take a shot here, but I'm pretty sure I know the answer already. Do you serve chipped beef on toast?
Ooh, the Army Special. Oh, so delicious. But no.
Of course.
Do you have any specials?
Yes. Toast.
Ooh, I'll have that.
Good choice.
Make that rye toast.
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. No substitutions.
Okay, this is ridiculous. Let's get out of here.
Oh,
I'm not
on,
staying.
honey, please. It's the hottest new restaurant.
Okay, we'll stay. But I'm only doing this for you.
And what would you like?
I think I'll have the toast.
And to drink, is champagne okay?
Champagne?
You know, for a toast. Happy anniversary!
Brownings' original all-natural farm-to-table artisanal toast restaurant. We're the toast of the town.
Oh, excuse me, waitress. Could I trouble you for some butter, please?
Oh, I am so sorry, but we just ran out.
Brownings' original all-natural farm-to-table artisanal toast restaurant, a subsidiary of Starbucks. Because if you'll pay $8 for a cup of coffee, you'll pay $18 for a slice of toast. And we'd like to welcome that sponsor to the Radio Hour. It's going to go a long way, we think. Actually have an over-under to find out how long it takes for that to go under. Remember Kenny Rogers Roasters? No, nobody does. We also have an over-under about how long the Roseanne reboot is going to last. Did you read about that? Roseanne is coming back. Well, she's not coming back, but the family's coming back as the Connors. Yeah. Always a good idea to reboot a reboot, you know? But that, you know, it kind of inspired us to come up with our own kind of take on it. It's the Rob reboot. Every week we're gonna take an old classic television program and we're gonna bring it into the 21st century. And this week we're gonna do the next Happy Days.
These days are
Oh, happy days.
These days are
Oh, happy days.
These happy days are yours and mine. These happy days are yours and my happy days.
Howard, come down. Your breakfast is getting cold.
Hey, Mrs. C. You know Mr. C's not here.
Oh, is he downstairs in the shop?
No, he's dead, you know, dead a mundo. 8 years now.
Oh, Fonzie, don't be silly.
Oh, come on. He died right here in the living room, Mrs. C. Remember? Massive coronary. I tried banging on his chest, but it doesn't work the same way as it used to on the jukebox down at Arnold's. I'll get it. Hey, look, it's the Nerd Patrol. Ralph Malph.
Hey, Fonzie.
Hi, Fonz.
And Jenny Piccolo Malph. I still can't believe you two are married.
Neither can I, when I could have had Potsy.
Why not? You had everybody else. Ew. So, hey, how did your gig at Yuck Yucks go last night, Malph?
I still got it.
Got what? An enlarged prostate?
You should have come down to see the show, Fonz. Ralph killed.
I've seen his act. He should kill himself.
Richie, you have company.
Hey.
Get your freckled ass in here.
Hey, Mrs. C. Richie moved out almost 40 years ago.
Yeah, he became a big Hollywood director.
Oh, poppycock. I'm sure he just went down to Arnold's for a burger.
Mrs. Cunningham, Arnold's is gone. It's a Starbucks now. And Arnold is dead. And so is Al.
Oh, dear. But I'm still alive, aren't I?
Depends on what your definition of alive is.
Hey, I'll get it.
I found my thrill.
Speak of the devil. Richie, what are you doing back in Milwaukee?
There's a retrospective of my films at the Art Museum. Hey, Ralph. Hey, Jenny. Hey, Mom.
Who is that, Fonzie? I hope it's not one of those Jehovah's Witnesses.
No. Hey, Mrs. C, it's your son.
Chuck? I haven't seen him since the first season.
No, Mom, it's me, Richie. I've been in California. I haven't lived here in...
Hey, don't bother, Richie. She's gone. Yesterday, she thought she was a teaspoon. So anyway, they're doing a retrospective of your films in the Art Museum. Really? I mean, like Art the Mundo?
Oh, yeah. I have a great body of work. Apollo 13, The Da Vinci Code, A Beautiful Mind.
Right. Grand Theft Auto, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Oh, and Solo. If I were you, I'd hide that body.
Jenny, don't bother Mr. Cunningham. I'm sure he's tired from his trip. Can I get you anything, Mr. Cunningham? A milkshake from Arnold's? A copy of the Hollywood Reporter? How about a foot robe? You know, I'm headlining tonight at the Yuck Yucks. I'd love for you to be my guest at the show tonight. I happen to have a copy of my resume here.
Ralph.
If you'd like to see my reel, I can show you my reel.
Stop sucking around. Stop sucking up to Richie Mouth.
Can I brew you a venti 4-shot oat milk double half calf with a dash of Madagascar cinnamon?
No, thanks, Ralph. I'm good. I'm good, really.
Come on, Richie, please! I'm making $300 a week doing my act at Sweet 16 parties and being a birthday party clown. I gotta work at Starbucks to make ends meet. Have a heart. Look into your heart. Look at your heart.
All right, cut. Everybody, that was great. Really good. I think the network's going to love it. Take 5. We're going to run it again in just a couple of minutes. Donnie, come on over for a minute. Listen, listen, I love you. I love you, and you'll always be Ralph Mouth, but the network wants to go in a different direction, and we're gonna have to let you go. But I love you, buddy. And ladies and gentlemen, if you'll please welcome the new Ralph Mouth. Give it up right now for Roseanne.
What? My agent said I'd be playing the funds.
These happy days are yours and mine. The happy days are yours and mine. These happy days are yours and mine. These happy days are yours and my happy days.
I don't think you drew that sit on it out long enough. I think you could have gotten another 15, 20 seconds out of that at least. That was uncanny. Wasn't that uncanny? That's precision. That's craft.
That's right.
You know, Ron Howard's daughter is in the new Jurassic Park movie. Big blockbuster. That's right. The T-Rex apparently is not happy. He's been tweeting all week. Yeah, right here. I'll be extinct again before I ever do another movie for Spielberg. 18 hours a day, and the craft cervix sucks. Hashtag, I gotta get a better agent. I'm impressed he's able to tweet it all, you know, with those little tiny arms, you know. Because like a T-Rex has got little tiny arms. Kind of a visual thing. Those of you who are listening to us on iTunes or OG Podcast Network don't really get it. And apparently neither did anybody here in the room who was watching this happen. But, you know, we'll have a talk after the show. I'm very excited to introduce this new segment. You know, psychics are very, very big. John Edwards, Teresa Caputo, the Long Island medium. Long Island, of course. Home of Carrie and the Cats and Rob Bartlett. Have you seen this guy, Gary Spivey? All right, I want you right now. I want you to like look him up on your phones. Gary Spivey, S-P-I-V-E-Y. You will not believe what this guy looks like. It looks like he's wearing a giant white afro hat. He's a big fat guy in a giant white, and he's a psychic apparently. So I decided we needed our own psychic. So would you please welcome, direct from Ocho Rios, Jamaica, Miss Winnie.
Wagwan, wagwan. I am Miss Winnie. And all you have to do is to provide me one detail and me open up a world of information for you.
Well, welcome to the radio hour, Miss Winnie. Now, just so everyone knows, you're a medium, correct?
No, me love. What you thinking? Me a junior petite. I'm with 98 pounds drip on wet. But you a double extra large big boy. Woo.
Well, I don't think we needed a psychic to figure that one out.
No. Me know everything there is to know about you. Me know that inside every fat man is 4 or 5 thin people trying to get out.
Well, I was hoping you could give me a reading.
Oh, me give you all you need to know. All you have to do is to provide me with one detail and me open up a world of information for you.
Okay, well, what details do you need? I mean...
Okay. Me can see you got a skeptic in you. So, for now, I give you the reading without no detail from you. Just to prove the spirits are with me. And they're speaking to me and they're speaking through me. You are a comedian. You make the joke for a living.
Well, that's not really all that prophetic. I mean, I'm a well-known...
Hold up, fat boy. Me give you more. Hold up. You like to work hard. But you also like to relax.
Well...
True? Tell me that's not true.
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, you could say that pretty much about anybody.
What more do you need for me to prove Miss Winnie legit?
I don't know. I mean, maybe...
How about this? Wednesday is your lucky day. But not always.
I was hoping that maybe...
Come now. You gotta provide me with one detail. Me that prime the pump of me psychic power.
Okay. All right. What kind of detail do you need?
What were your mother's maiden name?
Barron, Andrea Barron.
Okay. Still cloudy. Me need a bit more detail. What was the name of your first pet?
Goldie, she was a goldfish.
Oh, Mr. Creative. Really clever name. Really.
What do you want? I was 6.
Tell me now. What are the last 4 digits of your social security?
1762.
And where you do the banking?
Chase Manhattan Bank.
What your PIN number?
My PIN number is 122. Wait a minute.
The spirits are speaking to me and show me. They're telling me something about you now. You will be taking a journey soon. On a train. Real soon.
Yeah, I'll be taking the Long Island Railroad home after the show.
You see now me have the power. Provide me with one detail and me open up a world of information for you.
Miss Winnie, everybody. Oh, that was pretty uncanny. She has a gift, that's for sure. Oh, but has anybody seen my ATM card? I think I left it in the green room. Anyway, I have some news for our own Mandy Pantyhose Thompson. Mandy, you're a big Bachelor fan, right?
Yeah, I watch it every Monday night.
Well, aren't you here with us on Monday nights?
Yes, of course. I record it. I don't watch it on my phone during the show. Oh no, you have to get a rose. Oops, sorry.
You know, they're doing a celebrity version next season. The Celebrity Apprentice was such a big hit for NBC. ABC's decided to go that way with Celebrity Bachelor. And we have a preview of it. Check this out.
On the last Celebrity Bachelor, after her evening with the Bachelor in the fantasy suite, Jessica was sure she would be getting a rose. But in the end, she was sadly disappointed. Wendy and Heather are the last 2 candidates left in the villa on the evening before the final rose ceremony. But instead of meeting their parents, the Bachelor has decided he wants one last 2-on-1 date at the Osteria Montesano in Venice, Italy. So join us now for the conclusion of Hannibal Lecter, the Celebrity Bachelor.
Oh, I was real nervous. This was the most important date of the whole season. I know everybody thinks I'm on the show for the wrong reasons because I want to further my modeling career, but I think I love him. He's so smart.
I don't know. All along, I thought there was something about him that was just a little off. I just couldn't put my finger on it.
Hello, my name is Angelina, and I'll be your server tonight. May I take your order?
I'll have the asobuco, I think.
The vegetarian plate for me, thanks.
And for you, sir?
I'll start with the pork tartare, provided it's made from the wild giant forest boar, the duck brains in Dijon and garlic, the braised milk-fed sweetbreads with tarragon.
What are sweetbreads?
Veal pancreas. And I'd like that rare, please. For the main course, the lamb hearts amatriciana, as long as when they were harvested, the lambs were screaming.
Would you like that rare as well?
Oh, heavens no. Raw, if you please.
Yes, sir. Anything else?
some fava beans, and a nice Chianti.
After dinner, the three jet back to spend the night in the villa in separate bedrooms, awaiting the final rose ceremony.
He's just gorgeous, and he has quite an appetite. I just have to get that last rose.
I mean, I love mature men, and he's so sure of himself, very confident and very smart. Speaks 30 languages, but I've never seen anybody eat so much red meat in my life. I don't know if I could be with a man who wasn't a vegan.
And now, the final rose ceremony.
Ladies, I don't quite know what to say. You both are charming, delightful young women. And any man would be most fortunate to have either of you be his bride. However, I've had to make my final decision. Heather, would you accept my final rose and be my wife?
Oh my God, I can't.
Pardon?
You're not Jewish. My mother would kill me.
And now Wendy is engaged to the celebrity bachelor by default. But nevertheless, they have begun to make wedding plans.
So I have to meet with the caterer tomorrow. Han wants a veal kidney and duck tongue bar for the cocktail hour. Ew. But I don't care. I'm in love.
Join us next season for Celebrity Bachelor with Gary Busey.
My definition of romance, ROMANCE, relying on magnificent and necessary compatible energy.
Okay, that's nice, but we're going to the opera. Why do we need to wear helmets?
We're taking my motorcycle. Can't wait for that season to start. See, that's a comedy concept where you take two disparate things and you combine them. That's where the comedy, you brew the comedy from taking two things that don't normally go together and you combine them. It's a technique. It's like I used to do in my act. I used to do this thing where I would talk about Bob Dylan doing a Frank Sinatra album and how. It was true. He actually did an album of Frank Sinatra songs, which is like the most idiotic thing you've ever heard in your life. I mean, it just strangers in the night, exchanging glances, lovers at first sight. What were the chances? I mean, it's not like Sinatra did Dylan songs, It's Johnny's in a basement, making up the medicine. I'm on the pavement, trying to talk about the government. Look out, Jack. It's gonna go crazy. That's why Sinatra never did hip-hop songs. I don't know about you, I would pay money for an album of Sinatra hip-hop songs.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Can't find peace on the streets till the brothers get a piece. Doobie doobie doo. Fangu the police. I like big butts and I cannot lie. That's why Fred Schneider from the B-52s should sing everything.
Yeah.
Don't you love Fred Schneider from the B-52s? He's like absolutely my favorite thing in the world. He should sing opera, Nason Dharma! Nason Dharma! I don't know. Well, that was a little palate cleanser. A refreshing sorbet, if you will. We are doing, or what we did, we started in our first episode, our first serial. We wanted to do, NPR had that serial podcast about the murder. They followed the murder for 12 weeks. Well, we did it. We only did it for 3 weeks. Tonight is the final episode, the conclusion. What we did is we took a murder mystery, kind of put a little Dateline stuff to it, with that announcer. And tonight, I'm proud to introduce the season finale.
Oh, wow.
of Death Can Kill. Last week on Death Can Kill, Wanda Kolodny was the wife of Rodney Kolodny, DDS, known as Lodi, New Jersey's painless dentist. Her sister Mary, stopping by on Mother's Day to pick up Wanda because they were taking their mom Agnes out to brunch at the Perky Turkey, Mom's favorite restaurant, because they had pancakes with strawberries and whipped cream on top. She discovers about 3 or 4 hours of ringing an unanswered doorbell that Wanda had been murdered with a noose of dental floss around her neck and her mouth stuffed with gauze, naturally pointing to her husband, Rodney the dentist. Despite his cries of innocence, Dr. Kolodny is arrested and held without bail, while Detective Sergeant Edie Beckson of the Lodi Police Force has a hunch Dr. Kolodny may not be the murderer after all. A tiny brown spot on the gauze in Wanda's mouth, suggesting that Perky Turkey pancakes might indeed have had something to do with Wanda's murder.
I had evidence to suggest that Perky Turkey pancakes may indeed have had something to do with Wanda's murder. I sent the gauze from Wanda's mouth to the lab to be analyzed. It came back as I suspected. Maple syrup. I decided to bring Wanda and Mary's mother, Agnes, in for questioning.
Detective Beckson decided to bring in Wanda and Mary's mother, Agnes, in for questioning.
Well, I was a little suspicious when Mary told me Wanda wanted to go to the Perky Turkey for brunch in the first place. She hated the Perky Turkey. She didn't like the pancakes, which is ridiculous. They're delicious. They do them with strawberries and whipped cream on top.
Did you have the pancakes, Agnes?
No, I wanted to, but Mary convinced me to get the omelet, which was so dry. I should have had the pancakes.
Why do you think she didn't want you to have the pancakes?
I don't know. She's always telling me what to do. I don't know why I listen to her.
There was something about those pancakes that Detective Beckson thought might provide a crack in the case.
There was something about those pancakes that I thought might provide a crack in the case. I sent Agnes home and brought Wanda's sister Mary into the interrogation room. Tell me about brunch.
It was awful. Mom complained the whole time. She kept going back and forth. Should I have the pancakes? Should I not have the pancakes? Should I have the omelet instead? Which is the reason why we went to the Perky Turkey in the first place. The stupid pancakes. Which Wanda was doing just for Mom because she hated the Perky Turkey.
Can you say that again?
That again.
No. I meant the part about how Wanda hated the Perky Turkey.
Oh, Wanda hated the Perky Turkey.
Wasn't your sister the restaurant reviewer for the Lodi Observer?
Yes.
Did she review the Perky Turkey?
Yes. It was scathing. She tore the place apart, said you'd be better off eating a toilet seat than the pancakes.
But your mom didn't have them that day at brunch.
No, she had the omelet and then complained so much she made me call for the owner. But she wasn't there. I assumed she was visiting her mother. It was Mother's Day after all.
Did you have the pancakes, Mary?
Yes, they were delicious.
Do you like maple syrup, Mary?
Yes.
How much maple syrup did you put on the pancakes, Mary?
You don't put maple syrup on the pancakes at the Perky Turkey. They already have strawberries and whipped cream on top. Maple syrup and strawberries? Ew.
Detective Beckson finally had the crack in the case she'd been looking for the past 6 months.
I finally had the crack in the case I've been looking for the past 6 months. I told Mary, I don't know how to tell you this, but I think I may have solved your sister's murder.
Okay. Why don't you try it underplayed? You know, like Method? Stella Adler. I don't know how to tell. Oh, but I don't want to give you a line reading.
Mary didn't want to give Detective Beckson a line reading, but she did want to check out the owner of the Perky Turkey, one Nell Faulkner. She brought Ms. Faulkner in for questioning.
I want wanted to check out the owner of the Perky Turkey, one Nell Faulkner. I brought Miss Faulkner in for questioning.
What is this about, Detective?
Why weren't you at the Perky Turkey the afternoon of Wanda Kolodny's murder? Mother's Day, a big day in the restaurant business, especially for brunch.
Well, I was visiting my mother.
Visiting your mother. But weren't you orphaned 3 times?
What?
You weren't at the Perky Turkey that day because you were at the Kolodny's murdering Wanda because she wrote a bad review of your restaurant.
That's preposterous! Me? A murderer?
Couldn't be that good for business, could it?
What?
Better off eating a toilet seat than the pancakes? Say it! Say you murdered Wanda Kolodny!
You murdered Wanda Kolodny!
No, I didn't! You did!
Yes! Yes, I admit it. It wasn't just a bad review. It was spiteful. She was gratuitously mean. I'd rather eat a dog turd than a cassoulet at the Perky Turkey. I mean, come on.
And you made it look like Dr. Kolodny did it.
Yes.
But that wasn't just a red herring to throw off the investigation.
What? What do you mean?
You hated Dr. Kolodny too.
Yes. I had some bridge work done and it hurt like hell. He was supposed to be a painless dentist.
Detective Beckson arrested Nell Faulkner for the murder of Wanda Kolodny.
I arrested Nell Faulkner
Okay, all right.
for the murder.
We got it. After 6 months in jail awaiting trial, painless Dr. Rodney Kolodny was released. Detective Beckson received a citation of honor for solving the case. Then she retired from the force and bought the Perky Turkey. She invited Mary and her mother Agnes to her grand reopening brunch.
The pancakes were better before. There's hardly any strawberries on top.
Wow. I did not see that one coming.
No.
Of course, it was
Real
a little
twist.
Yeah, well, it was a little cheesy, if you ask me. They had to bring in an entirely new character to be the murderer, so they kind of cheated. It's really kind of a case of Deus ex machina, which from the Latin means God machine. Of course, Deus ex machina is a plot device whereby a seemingly unsolvable problem in a story is suddenly and abruptly resolved by an unexpected and seemingly unlikely occurrence, typically so much as to seem contrived.
Oh, wow. Thanks for the history lesson. You know, all 4 of us have been trained in theater, and we never knew what that meant. Thanks for clearing that up for us.
Yeah. I wouldn't have been able to sleep tonight if it weren't for you sharing your expertise.
I'm just trying to provide a segue here. Which, of course, is a transition created to move from one scene to another.
Wow. We're so lucky to have you here to enlighten us.
I mean, what's next, Rob? You're gonna give us the definition of a curtain call?
You know, this happened to me last week. I was telling you guys earlier, remember? Yeah. I went to my doctor feeling kind of weak. Went to see my doctor seeking some relief. I was taken aback with what he had said. Apparently what's wrong with me is all inside my head. Oh no, he's a mansplainer, a mansplainer. Oh no, he's a mansplainer, a mansplainer. Well, he does have a PhD.
Oh, you probably just have hysterical hysteria.
After all, I'm only a woman. What do I know?
Is there at least one female doctor here?
I got in my car and drove straight home. There I found my fiance, but he was not alone. He said this was nothing, and I shouldn't be surprised. Anyway, who do I believe, him or my own eyes? Oh no, he's a mansplainer, a mansplainer. Oh no, he's a mansplainer, a mansplainer. Oh no, he's a mansplainer, a mansplainer.
a mansplainer.
Aw, gee, do you think someday I'll get married?
Well, actually, that's the only thing women care about.
Golly, good thing we have men to guide us through this big, scary world.
Hey, Rob, tell me again what a segue is. I want to make sure I know what to do when the song's over.
You could have just said, I already know that. You didn't have to make a big production number out of it.
We're actresses, Rob.
We get it.
How about a hand of the ladies? Mandy Lee Pantyhose Thompson, Alyssa Alter, Whitney Johnson, and on lead vocals and rhythm and guitar, Megan Samard. You guys did so well, you can go take a break.
Oh, thanks, Rob.
This is how much I love you. I actually give you paid breaks. I'm not actually paying you, but you get your breaks. Well, now it's time for our special musical guest. So, come on up, guys. Get yourselves ready. We're really excited about having these guys with us. So not only because they come from Long Island, which is the place where all good things are made. They're a great funk rock band. They channel kind of like a Aretha Franklin with like kick-ass Allman Brothers blues. They've played South by Southwest, the Great South Bay Music Festival. This year, they won the 2018 Long Island Blues Challenge. Now,
Thank you.
I did my research. I went to the website. I listened to a couple of the tunes, and you have to listen to this lady sing "I Got You" by James Brown. The only two people who should be allowed to sing "I Got You" is James Brown and this lady right here. So would you please put your hands together and welcome my Long Island homies, Carrie and the Cats.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. This song is called Feels Like Gold. It's an original tune.
Good to me. I might not have the fancy things, but I'm richer than it seems.
voice? Where does that voice come from? Carrying the cats, everybody. One more time. Thank you very much. Thank you, Rich. We'll validate your parking. Well, what can I say? I mean, I'm not even going to attempt to try to follow that because you in show business, you know when it's just time to close up shop and move on because, you know, I'd have to set my penis on fire in order for this to actually be, to do anything better than that. So
What?
that does it for another episode of the Rob Bartlett Radio Comedy Hour, featuring Miss Megan Samard, Mandy Lee Pantyhose Thompson, Whitney Johnson, Alyssa Alter, Steve Manka, and a band to be named later, Andy Smithy. Technical support from the OG Podcast Network, Dan Mulqueen and Chris Rudsky. Our favorite engineer, Dan Herschel. Our program today produced by Gary Grant and me, Rob Bartlett, featuring the most talented cast in sketch comedy. We come to you live each week from the Hackensack Meridian Health Stage 17, streamed by the OG Podcast Network, directed by Gary Grant, and it is a production of Babyhead Productions and Gary Grant Talent Associates. Special thanks to Don Imus. No animals were harmed in the recording of this podcast. That's very good. I'm glad to hear that, Rob. Subscribe to us on iTunes and the OG Podcast Network today. See you next week, everybody. I forgot the words. Is it then O? Where did the ooze come in?